Hey, this is Stephanie, and this is one of my 100 conversations videos. I'm thinking about trust today. It's been a theme for me of late, and also seems to be a theme for many of the people I'm talking to, because we don't trust ourselves. Let me put that in the first person and say that for myself, many times I am not fully trusting myself. I am beginning to, more and more. But the way I was raised was to rely on my intellect, which I'm pretty comfortable using. I like it. I love thinking. I love thinking a lot. And it got me pretty far. I got good grades in school. And in my family, intellect and hard work was rewarded. Feelings and intuition were not. And yet I grew up with deep empathy for people and being a very highly sensitive person. So those things were at odds for a long time, and I repressed that intuition, and I certainly didn't trust it. And there's something that happens to me sometimes. I'm also a teacher, and sometimes when I'm teaching, there is this voice that comes right from my heart, and it speaks with authority. Not in a commanding way, but in a way that's meant to speak heart to heart. And I don't know how it's received because I can't control that, but I know that it feels right when I speak from that place. And I can remember a time when I spoke that way as a child because something came to my awareness. It was my intuition speaking to me. And I knew something about a parent. And I said what I knew. And it was shot down fast. That was not allowed. My feelings were not welcome. My intuition was not welcome. And I think a lot of us experience that, especially as we're reconnecting with that part of ourselves. We distrust it because we were punished in some way in the past for it. And our society in many areas does not reward that. And the interesting thing to me is that in following our intuition, it's not about figuring out what's right and doing the right thing. I think that it's more important that we develop and cultivate that trust and step into that trust, because it's like stepping into the flow of what's happening in the universe instead of trying to make it happen and weighing all the options and thinking and processing and analyzing and thinking and processing and analyzing and doing nothing. Instead, it's saying, yes, this is what I want. And it's okay if it doesn't work out. And it's okay if we change our mind. And it's important to be open to that. I think living that way, living with that kind of presence and awareness and living from that place of inspiration is far more important than doing the right thing, which I don't believe exists anyway. There's what we do and what we don't. It's far more important how we do it, and that we trust ourselves and we step into that future, or possibly leap off the cliff. Take that leap of faith they always talk about, whoever they are, than it is to do the right thing. So right now I would ask you, what is your intuition telling you? What is that thing that you know it's time to do or say that you've been avoiding and not trusting, but your heart is telling you it's time? And maybe you don't even know what that is. Ask the question, what is my heart telling me? What does my heart have to say? And listen. And just play with the idea of living from that place for a little while. And if any of this resonates with you, I want you to leave me a comment below this video. Contact me if you'd like to have a conversation with me. I'm still doing my 100 conversations with inspiring entrepreneurs. I would love to talk to you. There is no obligation and nothing you have to do other than show up and trust.